Hi Grizzlies, my name is Taylor Dwyer and I'm the Director of Student Involvement in GrizLife. And if you've made your way to this video, you're probably wondering, how do I register an event on GrizLife? How do I take attendance? And I applaud you for making your way here to figure out how to do this correctly and to comply with our guidelines. I am first going to show you how to get to GrizLife, and you will go to Campus Resources on the franklincollege.edu website, and you will see GrizLife in the Campus Resources folder. And you'll click on it, and it's going to take you to the GrizLife website, and it's first going to take you to all the events that are registered to happen on campus or virtually. If you click on this Franklin College logo, it'll take you to the GrizLife homepage, which will show you featured organizations. It randomizes the clubs, so every time you refresh the page, you'll see different ones. Events, experience types, featured experiences, and our social media. I want to remind you that GrizLife is a student engagement software which we use in the CSI to manage all of our organization operations, from rosters to events and administrative information. Departments on campus can also use GrizLife. Many of them have pages and choose to register their events in here, and mostly choose to do that so they can also take attendance through the app. GrizLife is also an event smartphone application. So there are two apps that come along with GrizLife. The first one is actually called GrizLife, and it is an events calendar application that will put all of the events that have been registered in GrizLife, and it will spit them out into an app that students can then see what's happening around campus. There is also an application called Presence Checkpoint, and this is the app that you're going to use to take attendance, and I will show you how to do all that very soon. The first thing you want to do is make sure to register an event is to make sure that you have access to your GrizLife page. At the beginning of each semester, the Center for Student Involvement grants administrative access to all organization officers that are listed as an officer on the GrizLife page. So if you try to log in and it will not let you, you maybe need to update your organization roster, and we just ask that you email csi@franklincollege.edu and we can help you with that process. Otherwise, this video will still be helpful for you, but you may just not be able to do the things that I'm showing you in real time while watching the video. To log in when you're here, you're going to click on this little person icon in the top right corner and click Login. You will then log in with your Franklin College username and password, but just a warning, if you've never used GrizLife before, you actually do not have a password yet. So the unfortunate part of GrizLife is that your Franklin College password does not automatically communicate with GrizLife. So the easiest thing to do is just to click Forgot Password to create a new password. If you've already logged into GrizLife before, you will need to remember the original password that you created for Presence. And if you can't remember, no worries, just click Forgot Password. So once you are all ready to log in, you will click the login, and you can save your login information, which is what I choose to do so I don't have to remember my password. So now you are in, and it will look very similar, but when you click this little person icon again, you will see what's called Admin Dashboard, and I want you to click on that. When you're into the Admin Dashboard, this is how you manage your organization from behind the scenes. Now, to put this simply, there are all kinds of things over here that you actually won't see that I can see, but this is where you're going to go to update rosters and things like that, which we will have more videos for that. But today we're just going to focus on registering an event and learning how to take attendance. The quickest way to add a new event into GrizLife is just to click this plus sign called Create. You will then see Event, and then the event registration form will eventually load onto your screen. Now, I'm actually going to create an event for this training, so later when I teach you how to scan people in, I'm going to scan myself into this event. So this event is called GrizLife App Training, hosted by, and you should only be able to see your specific organizations on here. I can see everything because I am the campus administrator. We are a student organization. This is a training for GrizLife for student leaders. This will you will put your event description, which this will then translate to the GrizLife app. So this is how you want to describe your event to any potential participants. Time and location of the event. Because I'm mocking an in-person event, I'm going to click in-person. We're going to ask if this is going to be in person, why is it necessary to host this in person instead of virtually? I'm just going to put non-applicable for these because we're technically virtual. I'm just teaching you how to scan people in. So I'm going to choose the current time. So when I go into the app, it will show me the event. So you'll choose your end time. It's important to know that you will not be able to scan people into your event until the event time is approaching. Location, we're on Zoom. Space reservation, we're going to ask you a few questions about space. And you are going to provide us with your plans for all of our co-curricular guidelines. Again, please do not put non-applicable when you're filling this out. I am just doing this to speed through this to show you how to scan people into an event. I'm the event contact. This is my email address. I am also the advisor in this situation. And you will upload an event image. You can upload your own, or GrizLife actually has all kinds of images that you can use for free. I'm going to tag this as in person. And I'm actually going to hide this from non-members. When you click this box, it will not show up on the smartphone application. So if this is a meeting for your organization, you should probably click this so that any normal or non-member doesn't see that you're having a meeting and doesn't show up. We combine the selling solicitation form with this. You're going to check mark all these boxes saying that you understand. And then you will sign your form. You'll scroll back up to the top and you will submit for approval. The approval process will go through multiple people, including your organization advisor, the Center for Student Involvement, and depending on if you're selling or soliciting any funds, it will also go to potentially our Alumni and Development Office, as well as our Physical Facilities Office. All right. After your event is approved, you will be able to go into events on the admin portal, and you will see a screen just like this. So this will show you on the admin portal your event, and every single event on GrizLife comes with a pin, regardless if it's in person or virtual. And that pin is going to be very important for taking attendance. Now, if you have a secretary of your club or your organization, they can always just go and load GrizLife, just like it's like here on our screen, and click attendees and add attendees from their computer. So if you have a smaller organization, this might just be the easiest thing to have your secretary take attendance on their laptop. However, if you're hosting an event, you can also scan people's IDs without touching their ID. So like I said, you're going to want to know that PIN, but I'm going to share with you a little bit about our smartphone applications while that is loading. So like I mentioned before, we have two applications. The first is GrizLife, and this is an events application that feeds from the online GrizLife software in real time and is campus-wide student organization and department events. They will appear here on this app. So any student who has a smart device can download this. You just search GrizLife and you'll find the big FC, and it's pretty easy to recognize. The event attendance taking app is called Presence Checkpoint, and it looks just like this. It's an internal event attendance tracking smartphone application, and it allows users to take attendance at events by scanning Franklin College IDs with your smartphone camera or an iPad or any other smart device, or by inputting student ID numbers or email addresses. The attendance taken on this application will then communicate to the online GrizLife software, making your attendance instantly available to not only your organization, but the Center for Student Involvement. To download and use Presence Checkpoint, you will go to any smart device application store and you will search Presence Checkpoint. And again, you'll download the application with that icon. So once downloaded, you can access an event through two options. One is you'll be able to log in with your Presence username and password and scroll through your organization department events and choose the correct event. This is obviously only available for those in your organization with administrative access. However, if you want your general membership to help take attendance, anyone who has this application can help as long as you have that 4-digit event access PIN. So that PIN, again, is available through your organization admin dashboard. If you're an organization officer, you could also just log into the app, and the app is going to have the PIN next to the event as well. So I'm going to log into this app right now so I can take my own attendance. And I'm just going to use the PIN login because that's super easy. So the PIN for this event is 24SX. So here's my phone, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to type in 24XS. And let it load. Once you're finally logged in, you will then see the event or events on the app, and you will click the appropriate event. So I clicked it, and you will then see a blank screen just like this, and it is super simple. You will just click barcode, and then you'll take your Franklin College ID, flip over to the barcode side, and then you will place the camera over the barcode, and then the student's name will then appear as attended. And that's as easy as that. So some things that you'll want to remember when you are taking attendance on the app is that you really want to wait until you see a student's green check mark as verification that the barcode worked. Some students who are juniors or seniors and have had their IDs all 4 years, they have harder to read barcodes, and it may not work right away. If that happens, you can then ask the student for their email address, and also at the bottom corner you'll see barcode. You can also see manual entry. If you click manual entry, you can just enter their email address, and that will also work. If you're having super duper trouble and that's still not working, please just email csi@franklincollege.edu the name of the student, and we will add them later for you. So that is how you take event attendance on GrizLife. Please make sure you wait until you see their name pop up on your screen before you let the student go. To access your attendance list, you can go back into the admin dashboard on Presence and click attendees for any event, and then that member will then show up, or that member or that participant will then show up as an attendee. You can then email all the attendees saying, hey, thanks for coming. You can add more, or you can potentially even add attendees as members. So I am already a member of the Center for Student Involvement, but had I not been a member of this department, there would be an option to add me as a member. So if you're having like an interest event or tabling down in the Student Center, this would be a really easy way to just collect the names of people that want to join your club and then just add them all to your GrizLife roster instantly. If you have any other questions about how to register an event and scan people in, let us know. And you can find this GrizLife smartphone application guide in the Center for Student Involvement's GrizLife Documents tab. So if you go to Organizations and then search Center for Student Involvement, we have a Documents tab, and it is listed in this tab. If you have any other questions, let us know, but that is all, and I hope you all have a great fall semester. Let us know if you need any assistance or any help.